Hey sports bettors, this is Boyd. I teach beginner and struggling sports bettors how to use the data-driven tools, the OddsJam tools for positive expected value and mathematically profitable bets. And so I have several bets I've recorded from earlier this morning. I want to share those with you and kind of go through the videos, the explanation to teach you how to hunt and how to use these tools to find profitable wagers over and over again so you can consistently profit. And so if you want to join the channel, join the community, I have a link down below. If you join the community, we have some extra videos and extra teachings that we do, but this channel is here for you to get educated, get elevated, and learn how to use the tools so you can mathematically do it on your own. If you'd like to get hooked up with OddsJam is the data-driven tool I use. You can hit the links down below as well. Save 20% off your first 2 months. You got to have the tools to succeed, but the education piece is where I'm here. Also at my website, boyddavis.com, we have a consultation package if you're interested in expediting your education journey. Then let me know down below as well. Here we go, some picks.
All right, guys, here we go. First play of the day, and I'm going to do different sections, so hopefully you can see this video a little bit better. So I'll probably pause and try to do a little better job of getting this visually easier to read and easier to see. But the first bet we see here at the positive EV page of OddsJam, you see a 3.05% edge. Recommended bet size, this is on a $5,000 budget. If you're using this recommended bet size, certainly you scale that up and down relative to your edge, relative to your budget, but that's just a recommendation by the Kelly criterion systems that are set up here in all your settings as an individual customer, individual player. So again, here's the bet. Point spread pick with Long Island +5 at Superbook. I'm here in Colorado. I'm also going to explore this play when Sport Trade is open and has the ability, as well as Novig. Those are two exchanges that will have probably a half line going on 5.5 or 4.5. So I'll explore what those are in a minute. Market width here is 27. That's not bad. I'd like to see it as low as possible. This is even better. This market width here is even better. And again, we'll look at this total points here, this Portland game. But Circa's a very sharp book. Focused again. Let me focus back on this Long Island game. I open it up. You hit the button. You hit the game here, and it opens up this next screen. And you can see that the market is right around the 4. Minus 110, minus 110. So Pinnacle, sharpest sports book in the world, that has this mainline game in college at minus 120. But their line on the chart here went from plus 102 down to 114, and it's currently at minus 106. So it sort of bottomed out in that area, which I don't know, not in love with it. But see what at +5, they're all the way up to minus 141, and that looks a little better. Minus 114 to minus 124, still not outstanding, but you could pick this up at Rivers at minus 110. So that would be, a good play. I took it one step further and open up the charts here. Go to the OddsJam screen, and you can see this Fairleigh Dickinson Long Island game. We're going to bump this across so I can open up these charts for you. And we're going to pull up the charts here for Bookmaker. Pretty sharp book. They show us that this line opened up back in the day minus 1.5. You see here they get all the way down to 1.5, and this line's been going up and up and up. Got hit pretty hard at 5.5. I mean, so this line seems to be going that direction. The question is, did it go too far? I mean, did it go 4.5 points? Is that too far to come back and play +5 on Long Island? So that's kind of your decision, your choice. That's just Bookmaker. I like to compare with the OddsJam lines. The OddsJam perfect line here. It's been up and down a little bit. Same thing. So this is one we'll monitor. But this is getting kind of how we assess and how we look at making a play. We use Bet Online a little bit, see what they're doing. Probably not much in the chart. Yeah, a little bit of chart action. Same thing there, 1.5 up to the 4.5. So they've had that same thing happen. And sometimes I wonder if the odds makers don't know, especially on a Fairleigh Dickinson Long Island University college basketball game, they're getting that much action. Who in the fuck is betting on that game besides people on the East Coast that maybe know those teams? Other than that, that's a lot of line movement, just for those two teams. So I would probably at this point make a play at +5 when it comes there. I'll be monitoring this throughout the day. But again, I know this is kind of a long ramble, but this is what you have to do. This is the kind of decisions you have to make and kind of determine, the line is going that direction. Is there still momentum? Can you get on it? Or should you, now take the other side because they went a little bit too far? So food for thought on these types of things. Okay, guys, another player prop for you here on the Timberwolves Blazers game. Have a player assist play under 5.5 with Anthony. Let's look at this -110. We get it over here at DraftKings. I like playing DraftKings unders because I feel like them being a highly public book, people have tendencies to take the overs, and they also have tendencies to price it higher in the juice category, which they certainly have done here. So there's not a lot of value on that side. I feel like definitely using the bet online of -143 here is a good move. Looked up the charts as well here a little bit. You can go to the odds screen and again type in the name. So we'll do this real quick, see if we got any pricing. Again, this is a standout line on this play. I'm going to scoot this over again. I apologize. Trying to get you to be able to see kind of what I'm seeing. And how this line, -115, has gone up to 143. And we can get this at a better price at that -110. Whew. Yeah, I like this one a lot. So this is one we're gonna hit a little bit harder than normal. All right, guys, here we go with a quick player prop. I don't love, but we're going to go ahead and play it. I'm going to give it to you, so I'm going to explain to you how I found it. Again, through the charts, just research, just looking, just hunting, found this -106 at FanDuel. I like to play unders. I also like it when DraftKings is mispriced here a little bit, and I checked the charts here with Bet Online, who I excuse me, do trust relative to some pricing action. They're going down just a tiny bit. That's encouraging. It's going that direction, getting a little better price than them, sort of as a market maker. I like that part. So if I had my 365 account fired up, I'd go there and play it at +105 here in Colorado. I don't have it fired up because I've gotten limited there. So I'm going to go back to FanDuel and play this at -106. Not the best positive EV, but I think just worth a small play to hit this under Draymond Green threes at FanDuel. And again, if you have better pricing than that, then that's even better. All right, guys, college hoops play again here. New Mexico State, Middle Tennessee State. Here's one I like a lot, and I'm going to show you why. Picked this up actually at Middle Tennessee State -2.5. You've got, I've actually picked that up at Sportrade. Sportrade is a betting exchange here in Colorado. I got that price at -115. So these guys are sort of knuckleheads as far as being sharp. You have Circa here at -3. They're sharp. Bookmaker sharp. Bet Online sharp. Pinnacle clearly sharp. And that we have the direction of the market going that way. So we like the fact that it's going, again, from this -110 down to the -116. So getting some good movement there. Also pulled up the charts for Bookmaker. They have a similar type situation with their, this is actually another side. It's pulled up better for you. Again, going that way. So we have some good momentum with the price and the volume going that way. Other screen I want to show you real quick is this one here. And this price has moved. I picked it up earlier at -115. So I like the fact that the market's moving. There you go. You can see it right there. -115 2 minutes ago. I think if you can get 2.5, that's the play. You can see here Bookmaker again went from 2 down to 3. Kind of a big deal because, it's certainly one possession situations, but the 2 to a 3 is a big deal. You can see the pricing has changed here as well. So for all those reasons and all that momentum and direction, I feel like I got in early. This price could be, -3.5, -4 by the end of the day. So again, if you can hit this at 2.5, even at FanDuel, it's probably not a bad idea. So that's a play I'm going to hit pretty hard as well. Another college hoops total for you. I'm going to play the over Utah Tech Grand Canyon over 149 here at Rivers. It's at -109. It's a touch better than the Circa price and also the Pinnacle price -115. What we like about this, or what I like about this, it went from +101 down to that -111 and then down to the -115. So it's trending, going that direction in price. Got confirmation of that too in the charts here with the pricing with Bookmaker. I like to use them just because they're a large sports book that gives me good data on some of these mainline bets, the college bets. They're just a little bit over Circa, which is another sharp college book, and they started off down here at the 147, and now they're up to the 149.5 themselves. So if you can go get this thing at 149 at Rivers, that's a good thing. I think it's a good price. So that's what we're showing here as best odds, best price. Going to play that over 149.
Utah Tech, Grand Canyon. All right, guys, another college basketball play I like a lot. This is the Riverside versus Fullerton college hoops game going on tonight at 8 p.m. What I like here is the UC Riverside Highlanders. You have a money line play here at minus 114. That's a better price than the average price, and certainly a better price than what Pinnacle's offering, and also what Bet Online is, as well as Bookmaker. These are all three sharp basketball mainline bet type of looks or prices that I trust. So I also want to show you the next screen, which is pulling up some of the charts. Okay, so when I went to the odds screen, pulled up the charts here, and over to the right, I'm going to try to move this over so you can see a little bit better. But it is good stuff relative to this chart going the direction we anticipate. Look at this. Earlier it was at minus 102. They were plus 2, minus 102. They are currently minus 1, so that the line is completely flipped by 3 points, minus 115. At one point in time, the juice went up to minus 136. Now, this is at Bookmaker. Again, you can see the chart here, how that all the momentum, all the direction, and the sharp actions go in this direction. So one of two things you can do. You can try to get this at minus 1. You can try to just play the money line. You can even get some value of playing it at minus 2. So I'm going to pull up the odds jam algo pick here as well. You can see a nice sharp timing of this line change as well. So again, really, really like the direction, the momentum this is going. I'm probably going to move pretty hard on this Riverside game. Might just do the money line. Might get a little bit crazy and do minus 1, minus 2 as sort of an options trade that, you're going to get better pricing and better odds by playing it at minus 1, minus 2, minus 2.5 even if you get really ballsy. Ideally, they're going to get the win, and the point spread won't come into play here. But this seems to be the direction this one's going for sure. This is one that you want to move good on because this is kind of what you're looking for and hunting for. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But this is, for these reasons and these prices and everything lining up, this is really kind of a sweet spot. Again, it may not happen, so bet accordingly. But this is one I really like. All right, guys, another college hoops play I like a lot here. We have Florida International versus Sam Houston State. And as we scroll down here, we're going to see the point spread market right about the 5.5, 6 range. And here's what I like about this. I like the Sam Houston Bearcats at minus 5.5 at FanDuel because you have some sharp action relative to the odds screen. So we pull back and show you, I pulled it up here, and you can see Caesars, very sharp sportsbook. They're at 6.5. These guys are asleep at the wheel at 5.5. Pinnacle 6.5. Bet Online. I mean, it's just that you got to go hit this 5.5 at FanDuel. I'm going to also see I missed it at Sport Trade, but I think this 5.5 line I'm going to hit pretty hard at FanDuel because they again seem to be asleep at the wheel. I like that key number, and I think that's a one to move on for those reasons. All right, guys. Next up is a college basketball player assist prop, and you're gonna shit when you see this one. This is pretty interesting. Now I found this bet at Kevin Cross under 4.5, over 4.5 assists, and you can see here at FanDuel it was minus 118. I dug a little deeper and looked at the charts here on the lines. They were at plus 114. So when I noticed it, because it was standing out amongst the market, they're all the way up to minus 118. So they've moved this thing about 32 cents. So the fact that this over 4.5 seems to be the play on this college basketball over assist with Kevin Cross, the line has moved so much that it's really not a positive EV play, positive number relative to this here. But I can tell you that it was. So this is a question you have to ask yourself: is I believe this is totally the right answer to the test, meaning this is the right pick. The problem is I missed a lot of value. So the question is, do you still play it or not? I'm always kind of stuck in that because if I feel like why not play it even though I'm not getting the best EV? As long as I get a correct pick, that's what I'm really searching for. So this is a scenario that's just happened in, and I wanted to point it out because you'll see the lines move here at the odds screen, and you can check the timelines, and it's kind of interesting. So we identified that one. I may just sprinkle a little bit of this minus 115 over at DraftKings since it's a tiny bit better, but I'm kind of frustrated I didn't get a better price at that particular time with that plus 114 on the over assists. So just more food for thought, more analysis on these, and hopefully this is going to add more value to how you kind of research and make decisions. All right, guys, another college hoops play. This is on the under Stanford, Washington. I like the under 159. It's actually over at Sport Trade. Sport trade at under 159 for minus 113, so that's a really good price, just under Pinnacle's price here. I'm going to pull up the charts as well to show you what I'm talking about and the pricing. As you can see here, I mentioned Sport Trade at minus 113, under 159. I like this a lot because of the direction of how things are going here with the market makers, and I can see some of the direction with bookmaker. You can see here that's a positive, good thing. They're going this direction with the under. So again, pricing is headed that direction. Let's pull up a little bit of Caesars action, see if they have anything. Yep, they're mirroring it, so that's encouraging. So again, for all these reasons, this thing is going toward the under. It started here with them at 160. They're down to 158.5. So again, I like the fact that we can snag this early at 159.5 minus 113 at Sport Trade. I think that's a good price. Definitely hit this one pretty well. So again, another college hoops play. Down in here, you can see the colors changing. You see the reds. These are giving me price adjustments and price changes. So this one's telling me that was over 154 a minute ago. Now it's adjusted down. So these tools help you identify what the market's doing, when it's doing it, and the direction it's going, so you can beat the lazy sports books and their price adjustments and take advantage of these values. This is how you use the tools, guys. This is how you identify positive EV plays, how you get the best line, the best price, and the most ROI by doing the top-down method and finding these outlier prices. Okay, guys, another college hoops play with Utah USC total. We like the under. I found it under 148.5 at minus 115 here with BetMGM. Another sleepy book, Bet Rivers. They're all down in here. Fanatics are all down here screwing up. I like the fact that the main market players are up here at the minus 147.5 with the Circa, the bookmaker, the Bet Online, the Pinnacles, things like that. So also taking a look at the charts, you can see Utah down in here under 148.5's best price, BetMGM. We went and got that. We hit that pretty hard. So you better hustle if you want to get that price because it's only going to go down. You can see Circa's at under 146. Just everybody and their brother here is on this under piece. Obviously, a little Pinnacle is a little surprising here at the under 148.5, but I like the direction of this. Like the direction that this pricing is going. Started off at about 150, and it's been going down, been dropping. So we got in on that right before it dropped too awful much further. So for those reasons, hammering this under USC Utah 148.5 pretty good over at BetMGM. Okay, do have another play for you here with Utah State, Wyoming college hoops tonight. Liking the Utah State Aggies at minus 7.5, minus 115 is best odds. We're actually picking this up at FanDuel right now, minus 118. Now here's why. If you scroll down, you can see Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, at minus 102, and their charts are actually going that direction. So this line's been going up and up and up, and I think if you wait, you're going to miss out on that number of 7.5, certainly at FanDuel, and probably playing at the betting exchange a little bit later. They weren't showing up yet at Sport Trade or No Big, so those games could be popping up a little bit later. But you can see this sharp move here, this big line move. So a lot of chunk came in and is pushing the market that direction. These guys are still asleep at the wheel in my mind, so we're going to put around a $50 to $75 wager on the Utah State Aggies minus 7.5. So if you get it at 8, obviously it's going to be a push. So I like that 7.5 is kind of a key number. But again, it's going this direction, kind of going that way. So that's what we like about this particular game. You can see also too, bookmaker had a mirrored image, a mirrored sharp drop into this from the 7 going up to the 8 through this. So we're getting this at 7.5 right in the middle before it expires. So hopefully it's a winner chicken dinner. All right, guys, there you go. As I mentioned before, there's several picks. I do about 15 to 20 a day, so this is part of the selections we go through. If you want to join the community, again, links are down below to connect with that. Also, join the channel here. Leave me any feedback down below, and I'll get back to you to communicate and kind of help you through this process of learning how to use data-driven tools, mathematically profitable tools. That's where it is, guys. You're going to bet the market, not the book. So let's get after it today. We'll be back tomorrow with more selections. And again, thanks for stopping by.